They threw the shade, try to block the sun. They say it's rise, we've just begun. They spin their lives like a web of silk. We cut through fraud sharper than steel. They call it passage, but the scheme ain't clean. Dreams sold on the back of a fake machine. Ash plays the king in a cardboard crown. We're here to flip his kingdom upside down. Victory with us, she screams all day, but the slayers of name making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. He builds his castles out of air and smoke. Promises riches, leaves the people broke. Pyramid walls, they crumble fast. When truth steps in and shadows don't last. We see the scripts, we know the play. Same old hustle, just a different day. But we're the voice, the ones who fight. Lighten up the dark with the people's might. Victory with us, she screams all day. We're the slayers of name, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Victory with us, she screams all day. We're the slayers of name, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams.
Let's go!
We break the cycle, shatter his dreams.
We are the naysayers, the sayers of nay. On this FriYAY, we rise, we don't play. No room for your schemes, no tricks, no traps. We see through your glitter, your promises collapse. Oh, the towers you build, oh, the lies you distill. We won't drink from your gilded well.
Everyone say nay!
We say nay to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. You climb to the top on the backs of the weak, but with a voice they didn't know they'd seek. Your pyramids crumble, your empire shakes. Our voices are thunder, your foundation breaks. Nay, nay, we say nay. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now on this FriYAY, we are the lights, we'll lead the way. We say nay, we say nay to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. still your cash your time ain't mine. Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. On passive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in a dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ash's empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more founders on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. And it breaks my heart. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
Don't panic.
Of what on passive is, we remains to be seen.
Stop going there.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
That's embarrassing.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello everyone, and happy FriYAY to my sayers of nay. I hope that you are all having a fabulous, amazing day today. I have to check my sound. I'm a little bit late. I do apologize. I am sorry. I am sorry for being late. I am usually not late, but I was late today because I'm having an issue with the download. So, so that was not cool. Anyway, we are here again for another FriYAY with my fabulous sayers of nay, and I am very excited to be here with all of you today. Yes, I am. So, what we are doing is our usual shenanigans, if you will. We are going to be talking about the On-Passive Cult of Personality. Now, this company started in 2018. It began with a man named Ash Mufareh that promised everyone that he was going to create a way for them to market their online businesses. It quickly turned into an AI company that would, again, help people market and also run their online businesses. Except, of course, like with many MLM companies that are like this, once you join their company, you're no longer allowed to have another business. This is now your business. The company never fully launched with any products for sale. However, it has been going strong. And in 2024, it was shut down by the SEC. And basically, ever since then, they've rebranded to Victory with Ash. And it has turned into a complete cult of personality, where they think that this man is their guru, their god. And he is going to give them financial freedom, time freedom, and every single thing that you could ever imagine or want in your life. And so every Friday we like to get together and we like to go over what has gone on this week in the world of On Passive and Victory with Ash. And we do segments. It's great fun. And this week is very, very special because hopefully we will have a very fun segment coming up. I mean, I don't know. You'll have to watch and see. Zach, good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You did write me and say that you would be getting off work when this started and you might have to catch the replay. Yes. So I hope that you had a good day and that you enjoy. Joe, greetings everyone. Good to see you. And Violet is here. I am glad that Violet is here. Violet, did you know that you are actually in this thing? Hold that thought. Hello, Nev. Nev got new branding. That's right. Nev is also now an Avenger. He is an official Avenger. And you can become an official Avenger too. All you have to do is you have to watch Danny DeHeck when we're over there and we're going after the scams over on his channel. And then you too can get your own branding. And Mistress Karma, good to see you. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I just came from your live stream. So I hope that you're doing well. And Kimberlina is here. Kimberlina and Hecate. Hecate is a witch. Be very careful. Be very careful. You do not want to make this woman mad. Just say. We have one gifted membership from Violet. So whoever got it, because I cannot see, because I am only in StreamYard right now. Whoever got it, please make sure that you thank Violet. That's right. So, without further ado, I think we're going to start with everybody's favorite segment. At least I think it is. So they tell me. Victory with Ash meme review! It's so jazzy. All right. So what have we been marketing on social media this week? You would think nothing. We haven't seen Ash since October, but there's a lot going on now. This is the month that this thing is going to launch. They promise. So we have the Star Boys. I don't know why there's an apostrophe in this one, but anyway, the Star Boys' logo. They have made many, many logos for this Victory with Ash. I mean, they have a logo on their website. I'm not sure why we're making a whole bunch of new ones, but here it is. It's gold. It has a star and crowns all over it, of course. Just pure royalty. Except there's an apostrophe in the boys, and I'm not really sure why. I did not do anything to this image. I did not make it more clear, obviously. And I just saved it. And now I'm sharing it with you. This is what they are posting. A new chapter begins. It is so blurry. I can barely see it. But they're celebrating with a rocket. And is that a pyramid I see in the background? I think it's supposed to be a mountain. I like to think it's a pyramid. And palm trees. I guess new season is what they're going for. 180p, that's right. Victory with Ash. I'm glad you're on board with completing KYC. It's really important for the trading and our future earnings. Let's do this. And then in gray in the background, it says on passive Victory with Ash because we still have not let go of on passive. All right. We still have not let go of it. We're still including it in the branding wherever we can for some reason. And what am I supposed to think when I see this? Why would the KYC be important for the trading? For future earnings, yes, I get that. For the trading, though, you don't really need KYC. Now, that's our issue with this. It's a free platform, so no one's buying anything. So where's the money from the commissions coming from? What commissions? How are we earning in this thing? If no one's actually selling anything, everything's for free. We're doing free trading from Ash. Where the fuck are the commissions coming from? That's why I'm like, what are they doing behind the scenes here? Are we selling data? Are we like trafficking? Like, what are we doing here? Something else has to be happening. You know what I'm saying? it's a little bit iffy, and they don't even think about this. Like, they're just like, oh yeah, we're all gonna be in this free platform and we're all gonna be rich. And it's like, how, guys? Did you not? Important for Ash to sell his membership list to Russian hackers. Probably. He's selling it to the Chinese, Joe. Hello, Barb. Good to see you. You can fast forward through the first, 6 minutes. It's just the songs. I mean, unless you like them. I know Violet watches it every time. Here we have VWA. VWA. Victory with Ash. Together we rise. Together we win. And I don't know. Maybe Hecate can help us out. But Jesus is here. And he seems to be looking into his magic crystal ball. What is this? I feel like in the Bible, they did not like magic. That is a big thing, all right? That's blasphemy. We cannot have this. And then they got a bunch of random little girls in the back just yeah, go. And tell us our future. Hopefully your future is not this, because it's grim, sweetheart. And go get another Jesus. Maybe try Allah. Or Lord Krishna. No, don't try that one. That one's bad. More on that later. VWA, Victory with Ash. Ready to move momentum. The final announcement. That's what it says, I promise. Check VWA, Victory with Ash. And then as you can see here, Violet, what are you doing there? It says Violet is ready. Violet. What are we doing? What are we doing, Violet? How did we get here? I don't think Violet is ready for whatever you are claiming that she is supposed to be ready for. I don't think she's down with the VWA. All right. I mean, at least they did make you look good, right? I mean, you look cute. I'll give you that, right? If they were gonna do a cartoon. Yeah, I know, right, Joe? They do red hair or something. I mean, I guess then it would be realistic. Here we have VWA. August Freedom. And he's standing here with the flag. It's not the VWA flag, which is weird. Usually they have a Victory with Ash flag when they're posting themselves with flags, right? But yeah, they are all about August. August. You're just finalizing your new minutes of my land. Right. His legs cut off. I'm a little worried about that. I hope he's standing behind a bridge. It kind of looks like that from the image, but I'm not really sure. But again, August Freedom. Because everything is coming right now. They promise. It's already halfway through August. And we'll get to the update after this, but you might be disappointed again. Groom's Crown. We do not need any more grooming in cults. We are good. We have enough. All right. We have reached the cap. Who needs legs? Right. They're not important. So Groom's Crown, Victory with Ash. Then Victory with Ash again, in case you didn't get it from the background and it being up at the top. You can also get this Groom's Crown if you dare to complete a 90-day course, and you'll be entitled to wear it. It's a funny fact, and it's completely free. Is that it? Do you mail it to me in the mail when I complete the 90-day course that has not yet been put in the back office area? How am I completing this? It's not even available. Nobody gets the crown. I guess that's the joke, isn't it? Ash will always be king here. What? It's ugly, first of all. I don't know what it is. I need the crown, yes. The crown should go to me. All right? It should go to me. But what the fuck are they talking about? All right? Who announced this? I highly doubt that Ash is in the back office like, so if you guys do a 90-day course, I'll send you a crown. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, he could be. He could have said that. He could have. I mean, it's not out of the realm of things that he would say. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he threw out that he's giving crowns away to people if they stay here. Like, that's how desperate we're getting, you know? It's completely free. You get a crown. So I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. I wonder how that will go. Because we'll just be mailing the crown around to everyone. Or they'll have to get many crowns. Also, why is it a groom's crown? Like, groom is getting married. I hope that that's the groom they're talking about. So, groom's crown. And then the back it says, congratulations, graduates, right? But I'm like, I don't know if you meant groom. You know? No one's getting married here. Unless you're marrying Victory with Ash, which some of you already did. Victory with Ash. And then we have this dude in a pretty flower hearts here. And we got people all around him. Obviously made with AI. Because like some of them are upside down. It's kind of funny. We share a single purpose. Probably also a single brain cell. We stand together. We believe in each other's growth and rise by helping one another. There are no experts here. We have one goal to help humanity. Little worrisome when Ash Mufareh is supposed to be an expert on allegedly everything. Oh yeah, this educational platform is going to replace public school, secondary school, all colleges, and all trade school. So that you can work for Ash Mufareh. That doesn't sound creepy at all, does it? So don't worry, they're just here to help humanity. Somehow. But there's no experts, but we're all learning from Ash Mufareh. Not an expert. Worrisome. Victory with Ash. Official announcement. At least they spelled it right this time. Effective Monday. Like this past Monday that happened at the beginning of this week. No social media posts are allowed. High adherence required. They're on a lockdown on all platforms until further notice. Okay, so I guess stop posting about this. Don't do any social media posts or else you will be terminated. Terminated without notice. All right? Yeah, it was a new announcement. It was great fun. They spell all kinds of things wrong. It's awful. You'll be terminated without notice. I don't even know how they would keep track of that. And we've said it before. Like, there is no way for them to ensure this. Like, who is... First of all, there's no compliance team, which is the first red flag in a multi-level marketing company. Right off the bat. So there is nobody that's like hired here to ensure that people are following the rules and regulations, which again is part of the problem. But then that also means that like it's creating this weird dynamic where the people in this group are having to rat on each other, tattletale on each other. And it's kind of up to them to like run back to people like Chris Johnson and like Mike Ellis and Ash, if they can get a hold of them, and let them know when other people post. And when you create a community like that, where people are like tattletaling to the leader about everyone, it's just really toxic. It sets up an environment where people are being pitted against each other, which is great for cults, not good for a healthy business or a healthy community. So the other thing is, if you do post on social media, who's going to get you in trouble for it? Again, we haven't seen Ash since October. So what, is he going to like show up and yell at us? At this point, they'd start posting all over social media just to see him. You know, I'm just saying, there's no way for them to ensure that you would even get terminated. Close your Facebook and Telegram accounts now. That's right. There's Tanya and her whip. Maybe. Probably. Congratulations! That's a bombshell update. Incredibly powerful and exciting. Thank you, Mr. Ash, Mufareh, and team. We are back to just one team, I guess. What does the team do? Nobody knows. Not even Ash. He has no clue. So, bombshell of an update, because for the last couple of weeks, there's been updates, as I told you last time. And you'll see. Discipline today. Freedom tomorrow. What would you think they were selling? Like, think of this from a marketing standpoint. What you would be like, what the fuck? I hope they're not selling wild lions. Tanya is to being Mistress Tanya right now. That's right. Cat food? I mean, yeah. It's just not really giving even educational platform. I'm thinking this is coming from the manosphere. I see this. I'm like, oh no, what sector incel posted this one? It's just weird vibes, you know? Definitely not like free education platform. Everyone come learn here. I'm a little scared. Honestly, it's a little frightening. Victory with Ash is the bridge between where we are today and where we are going tomorrow. A bridge built on learning, development, skills, and new opportunities. Learn, grow, lead, succeed. Together we build a better future. And of course, the best is yet to come. They keep saying for like almost 8 years now. We're in the 8th year of this thing. It's actually kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It really is. So this is one I saw, and I was a little bit worried. Like, what does this mean? Victory with Ash, women towards the summit. With Victory with Ash, vision of empowerment and the future. From the ocean to the Gulf, we are one victorious nation. Under the supervision of Professor Ashraf Mufareh. Look at that, everyone. We have a new professor. I guess since it is an educational platform, we should have seen that one coming. The great wave, the sea, and beauty. And then there's this, like from Egypt, from Jordan, from Palestine. Like, what from the UAE, what are we doing? A little bit worried. You know, I just kind of see that and go, do they think they're taking over the government? Like, planning a trip to Mecca? I don't know, but I see this and I'm like, what are they planning here? What do they think is going to happen with this? We're going to take over the world, like Pinky and the Brain. I am all for women in power, but not with Ash Mufareh. You know, just saying. What's up, Sweet Goth? Good to see you. I'm just saying, I don't need any of these women. Have you seen them? That may be mean, but we have way better women that could be in power. Sometimes I feel like we are just dreaming this. I know. It's like a nightmare that you never wake up from. Like, seriously. On Passive Updates posted August 12th saying, in the next few months, I will get you free from all your anxieties and work. On Passive is going to give you all the things you love. And then Mr. Ash is in quotations. So, like, I'm like, did he not say this? We put the quotations on the wrong part, sir. All right, the quotes are supposed to go on either side of the quote. The words he says, not who says it. Okay? And yeah, why are we still doing on passive? Like I said, this guy just won't let it go. He won't change his name. And he just keeps calling it that. It is scary. Colin's ma is doing all kinds of things, right? Always. Professor, yes, we have had Professor Stephen Beard. We've had Professor Steve Sugrim. Right now, all of the scammers of especially like the really bad crypto pyramid schemes are professors. So, of course, Ash was going to become one. So here we have Colin's ma, and he comes on Facebook because all of this is really from Facebook. Would you expect anything else from these boomers? And he says, everyone wants the reward of success, but few are willing to take the risks required to earn it. If you're not willing to risk anything, you may never gain anything worth having. Yeah, Professor Ponzi Pimp. That's right. And it's just this way of thinking that they're trying to do, okay? Very, very common in these cults. You're supposed to take risks. Step out of your comfort zone. If you're uncomfortable, to them, it's growth. All right? There's no such thing as boundaries. There's no such thing as doing too much. Okay? They're constantly pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And that's so that they can exploit you more. And right now they're telling you, oh yeah, you're making a huge risk by waiting 8 years for this thing that's never going to launch. But you have to take this risk. You know, you have to have all this pain and suffering and waiting in order for the reward to be worth it. And I hate everything about it. It's just so manipulative. And they just keep doing it. Joe loves feet. Ash is going to give you feet, Joe. He's also going to give them to Ghost and Nicola. So here we have Chris Johnson. He's pointing at this sign. I don't know what they did to him. He looks weird. I don't like this AI version of him. And it says North. I'm assuming that's what the N is. Victory with Ash is open to anyone who is willing to invest in themselves. Hashtag Ash Mufareh. And that's right, everyone. This week, the big update is that Victory with Ash is now open to the public. So they are going to start recruiting the public in again. Woohoo! You know? And that's worrisome as well. Reminds me of the Bible. Wait for your just desserts. The meek shall inherit the earth. Exactly, right? It's always about suffering in order to get the reward. And you just, why? Why do you have to suffer for that? You know, sure, do you have to step outside of your comfort zone? A little bit, yeah, but if you have somebody that's constantly pushing you to do that all the time, that's a red flag. Right? That's when you gotta go, why does this person always want me to be uncomfortable and is always like, you know, trying to manipulate me? So now they're opening it up to the public. We're going to be recruiting again here. That is the big news this week. Failure is not an option, Mr. Gouda says. All verified members successy. Victory with Ash change the world. Humanity first. All verified members change life. Victory with Ash, the future of internet. Mr. Ash Mufareh, CEO, and Mr. Kumar Gouda, founder and verified member. The happiest looking person ever. I know. I love him and his mustache, though. Together we grow, together we win, together we change, together we inspire. One vision, one team, one victory. And I'm like, no, but you keep thanking another team that doesn't include these people. So obviously, you don't just have one team. Not your best work, Gouda. Successy! That's right. I'm assuming that's how you say that. I don't know. I guessed. I don't know this language, but I wanted to show you the image. Look at this picture that they chose. Once again, think of it from a marketing standpoint. You have to think that every time you post a picture for your business, future customers and allegedly people that you want to recruit into it and work there, right? Since we're MLMing, that's their first impression of what you do. So you want to make it look good, right? You want to pick an image where everyone looks good in it. You want to pick good font. You want to say everything that you want to say. Right? Hello, Hammy. Good to see you. And every time they pick the worst pictures of Ash that you could ever pick. And Chris in his cowboy hat. It looks like they were meeting up and shaking hands. And then someone yelled, "Hey, look over here." And then snapped the picture. It's like the Pikachu surprise face. Chris looks like he's mid-sentence. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? What? Like, I'm not really like, oh yeah, this is the guy I want to learn from. You know, he kind of looks dumb here. I'm just saying. Ash looks shocked. People fall for his shit. Exactly. Exactly. Is that a still from the video when Ash found out there were no backups? I know, that's so funny. You backed up the website, right? No. What do you mean? Oh, rest in peace to the blue vases, though. We are very, very, very upset that they're gone, you know? Hey, look over here. Yeah, like, that's what it looks like. Then they look up, someone snaps a picture, and they were like, we'll do that for our poster. And it's like, dude, this doesn't look professional. It doesn't look like I want to go learn from those guys, you know? But as you can see at the bottom there, it does say join now and start your digital journey. Because again, we're recruiting again here. I never thought I was going to say that, at least not for a very long time. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, that they are starting to recruit. Hello, Mr. Level. Good to see you. I really hope someone is trolling. Unfortunately not. Looks like something I would have done. That's what I mean. I'm like, I don't have to meme them. They meme themselves. They make the job easy for me. Ash looks like he just spotted the chocolate fountain at a wedding, right? He must have been wearing the groom's crown. So here we have victory with Ash. And on the left here, it says, moving forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Hashtag victory with Ash. Oh, and then it says the same on the right. You know, just in case you didn't read it the first time. And I guess it's kind of looks like a comic book image of Ash. I don't know. He's walking through the tombs. I don't know what's going on here. I have no clue. But he is the guru of their dreams, as you can see on this picture. It is. It just screams cult. You know? And this is our God. Like, why does he have the light protruding behind him? What is that about? Why? You know? They didn't even do that when they had Jesus in one of these images. Imagine you go on vacation and then you come across this. And it's fucking huge. Like, this is a huge statue. Where is this going, Ash? Where are you putting this? This is like almost the size of the Statue of Liberty. Like, what are we doing here, sir? Trust me, if France tried to give the US this, they would be like, no, fuck off, France. Okay? The sun shining out of his ass. That's right. We just don't need this. Also, he has this big peace sign. And then a hand in his pocket. Why? Why? Just once again, just a weird image of him where they're like, yeah, this looks really cool. Look at him. Don't put that in your ass. Don't put this, no. Do you know who it would fit, Joe? I don't even think one of those fingers would. In anyone. This thing is huge, all right? The finger is the size of the people walking down below. All right? That's a scary thought. But imagine, like, what would you do? I wouldn't know what to do. I would just call the police right away. Straight to jail! We need the police here. Somebody has built a giant VWA 2026 statue. It has a cult leader. Like, they haven't even done this for David Miscavige. Like, what? You know, you would expect to see this in Clearwater, Florida or something. But it's David Miscavige. But here's Victory with Ash. They're like, let's get a statue. Now, this is the only time I would be okay with them erasing fucking history and tearing down statues as if this thing went up. Because I don't think we should erase history, okay? I like learning history. I think the world needs to learn history so we don't repeat it. All right? I do understand getting rid of some of the things that people felt were like praising people that shouldn't have been praised. But for the most part, we just all need to learn to stop worshiping people like this. Men like this, okay? We don't need any more of them in power. Enough. We need a drone. Stop. Yeah, with guns. With guns on it. Yeah, I said that. Shoot it down. Get King Kong in here. All right? Just bring him in. I don't know who did it, but they jail. It looks like a Grammy. It kind of does, eh? Worst company in the world goes to... Like, really, though. Like, people that are like, this would be so cool. I'm like, to who? Just to you guys. Just to the people in this. Everyone else would be like, who the fuck is that guy? Nobody knows who this guy is. He's not even like, I can't even think of somebody that, like, he's not a Mark Zuckerberg, obviously. But I was trying to think of someone that's, like, sort of well-known. Like, he's not even, like, a Grant Cardone type. Like, nobody knows him. So everyone would be like, who the fuck is that guy that they just built that giant statue of? Who is that? I would become famous, though, so maybe it would be good. It does look insane. And if you ever see this, fucking run. And call the police. Again, I mean, Gersminder looks weird. Red apparently gained 80 pounds before this image was taken. He must really be cooking a lot in that boat. But this is a little scary. Ash looks horrifying in the middle here. Like, just his expression, once again, I'm like, this is the expression you chose to go with? We couldn't have made the image again and been like, could you get Ash to look less like he wants to murder me through the screen? Like, I don't know what they did with Gersminder, but he looks just so large, like a giant. And then Bob looks so sad. Why did they make Bob look so sad and tiny in between Gersminder and Chris? They always gotta put the fucking cowboy hat on Chris. It's so funny because Chris isn't even a cowboy. If you guys remember, like, he asked, like, somebody else who was a cowboy sent him a real cowboy hat. And then he kind of, like, stole their thing. And now he's a cowboy. Yeah, Mike Ellis, by the way. We gotta include him. He looks kind of scared to be there. Hey, he doesn't look like he likes it. Looks like he's about to run away. Here in the bottom right. I don't even know, like, what this is supposed to say. Again, there's no words on it. No logo. It's just an image of them. Like, this is only for the people that know who this is at this point. But that's how they make all of their marketing. If you don't know what it is, you'll never know what it is because of their marketing. I had to give you a second, Mr. Gouda, Violet. Victory with Ash, verify member and founder. Humanity, change the world. Future of internet, change your life. Mr. Gouda, a verified member and founder. All verified member and founders. Winner, success. This time we spelled it right. And again, he looks angry. Also, there's the Victory of Ash book. What do you think it would say in those pages? Launching soon, just on every page for 8,000 pages. The other hat that Chris wears, I want to ask him if they sold men's hats, where he got that from. Yeah, that one looks like a girl's hat. It does. We've said it a lot. It really does. Trying to be a redhead, I see. Yeah, he did. He dyed his hair red. Poor guy. One day he's going to crack a smile. One day he'll be happy because this thing will finally launch, you know? He must be waiting for them to launch, and then he'll start smiling in the images. And then he can say, see, did you guys notice? Before I was in Victory with Ash, I was sad. And now that they've launched, I smile. Trust me, they do things like that. It's very weird. A proudly verified member, that's right. You ain't fooling anyone, Mr. Gouda. Everyone knows it's a toupee. It also looks kind of like a fake mustache. I don't think it is. I do think it's a real mustache. But it doesn't look that real. You know, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if he walked in the room and then went, ha-ha, and took off a wig and the mustache, I would be like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have known. You know? I don't want to see him bald. Yeah, that's probably scarier. Agreed. Success with Ash. And they're getting off the plane. Who? We don't know. Just some random people in this image. They didn't even try. We got a bit lazy. All right, we weren't even trying to make it look like people we knew. This time, it's just a bunch of AI random people getting off of an airplane. Of course, one of their many vehicles. And trust me, they do have many vehicles. Usually, we only see them when they're getting off the plane or getting on the plane. This week, we have something very special. We have an image of them on the plane. Big bolt. Beautiful dream. I am ready to move forward. Victory with Ash. Success with Ash. Together we rise. Together we learn. Together we move forward. And I've been on many planes. Many different types. I have gone on the little planes, you know, going from Kingston to Toronto. All right, I used to live in Kingston. So I used to take the airplane sometimes from Kingston to Toronto. It's a thing, trust me. And it's one of those little planes. And I've been on whole commercial flights. Going across the world. Going to Hawaii. That was a fun trip. Anyway, never seen an airplane that looked like this. First of all, where the fuck is the aisle? Why does this guy sitting right in the middle of it? How is anyone supposed to bring me my drink on the airplane if they can't get down the aisle? Is he the pilot? What is happening here? I feel like this is a safety concern. All right? They must be Sungwing. It's Con Air. Worst remake of Con Air ever. Pretty sure the seat in the middle of the aisle is a major safety violation. I feel like this would not work, you know? Where are the toilets and how do you get to it? I'm not jumping over this barricade either, by the way. So there better be a gate in it. I don't see it, but I'm not jumping over that every time I gotta go, all right? It's just not happening. Look at, yeah, they're all the same guys and ladies. They've been cloned. Ash finally figured out the AI. Random people, the guys in the back are cloned. They're all clones, okay? This is them on the plane. And this is them getting off the plane. How did they change their outfits without being able to go to the bathroom? We'll never know. But here it is, see? You can see it for yourself. I just like how this one, they're in blue suits. This one, they're in black suits. You know? And yes, car seatbelts. Exactly. Yep. I don't know if that would be good on an airplane. I feel like we use the seatbelts we do on the airplane for a reason, you know? I feel like somebody did testing into that. Probably a consumer protection advocate, believe it or not. It's actually the consumer protection people that make sure that things are safe. Yeah. Did you know that? Probably not. Not many people do. I get comments all the time like, consumer protection isn't important. And I'm like, so you don't want to make sure your food is safe to eat and everything is safe to use? And it's not just speaking out about scams, man. But yeah, worst plane ever. Final Destination called. And they said, we are not going through with this script. It sucks. And the whole thing was a disaster before the movie began. All right, it was over before it started. And then they're also on a boat. I'm on a boat. Success with Ash. We got some giant guy there. Victory with Ash. Big Bolt. Beautiful dream. I am ready to move forward. So Bolt, the big, beautiful dream. It's not bold anymore. It's Bolt. So, woohoo, they're on a boat. And it's not Red's boat. Thank God. So they can't all fit on it. Although, if this boat ever comes into your harbor, run. Then that's when you call the water police. Yeah, now this one is the worst Titanic remake ever. In this movie, when we're sitting and we're watching this movie, we're hoping for the iceberg. Right? We're like, I hope they hit something. Which you should never think while watching Titanic. That's right. We need an iceberg in this one. All right? We're hoping for it. How did we not make a snakes on a plane joke about the last picture? Is it because Ash wasn't on the plane? It's because we've actually made that joke like 70 times. With the planes. We've done planes so many times on this channel. We've gone through most of the good jokes. Push him, Rose. Yeah, right? Make sure you hold his head under. All right, listen. She said she was never going to let go, and then she dropped him into the water. And I always thought that was hilarious. And I understand that it was supposed to be a metaphor. Still funny as fuck to my autistic brain when I was 12 watching that. Okay? I couldn't help but giggle a little bit. And then I wasn't crying anymore, so I was grateful. Don't give him your door. Ah! He's going to bolt it. And then we have one of ours. I always like to end with a naysayer. So if you want to make some memes, send them my way. Or post them on Facebook and hashtag Victory with Ash and I'll find it. Scammer Ash Mufareh. Fake promises. False companies. Real harm. Don't be the next victim. 8 years, $100+ million, thousands of victims, 0 delivered. Broken promises, fake companies, financial damage, victims ignored. Ash Mufareh is a scammer. Don't get scammed. No real products, no real business. Love it. No verified technology, no customers, no products. No recruitment, only your money. Stay away, protect your money, protect yourself. Don't invest, don't join, don't trust. And obviously it's made to look like one of theirs. And this got posted up in all of their Facebook groups. Because that is what people are doing to try to warn people right now. From our community. I see all of you. I come like all your posts. Don't worry. Just saying. Oh, God, Joe, that sounds awful, honestly. I had to go see that movie in theaters 5 times because my sister was obsessed with it. And my parents came and saw it with us once. And then they were like, okay, you take her. And since I was the oldest, I had to go babysit. Oh, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio was dating the kid that was kicking your seat. Only if it's a boy, though. I wouldn't doubt it. That's right. Please thumbs up, everybody. That's right. But we're not done with this yet. No. Because that's not all. There were a couple comments I wanted to share with you that were kind of funny underneath this. So this person shows up and says, "You are real mad. You have to treat your mind." Which I was like, how do we treat our mind? We join victory with Ash? Jesus Christ, I don't want to do that. Treat our mind. I won't join your cult, so I'm the problem. Yeah, okay, got it. And then this person comes in, David here, and says, "Call him whatever name you like. One thing is very sure. Ash will succeed before your own very eyes, together with his millions of followers around the world. And you and others of your type will bury your heads in shame." Oh, I've been hearing that since 2021 when I started covering this scam. It is now 2026. And still not burying my head in shame. What do you guys think? I think we're going to be laughing the whole time. Like we have been, and like we like to do almost every Friday. So, keep on laughing with us every single Friday. Millions of followers with thousands left for Live Good. That's right, not only Live Good either. A bunch of them also left for livEAI. Don't forget that. A bunch of them left for BG Well. Don't forget that. So this is what I mean. Like, they had allegedly 800,000 people when the SEC shut them down. That's what the SEC says. All right, and I have to go by their numbers. Since they're the ones that, like, really did the investigation. Like, we sent them stuff, of course, but they're in charge. So they say 800,000 people at that time. So not even 1 million. I mean, close, I guess, right? I mean, it was way more than we ever fucking thought, right? We were like, holy crap, really? That many? But when you're thinking about it, like, yeah, places like PNG, they almost signed up that whole place. All over India signed up. So it was like, oh shit, yeah, there probably are that many. That would, like, all right, yeah, I believe the SEC. So I use that number. So if we think about, that's where they were back in like 2023 when that was all going down, right? We would have less than that today. Because we know several people have left. And even some of the large people. You know, I'm not just talking about like Marty DeGarmo who passed away. Or Robin Noble who had left along with him. And went and did livEAI. Or any of the people that joined Live Good. Or like any of that. But seriously though. Just people moved on. Like, you just wouldn't have that many. Statistics, thinking of math, it just, they're not all still sitting here, you know? It's been 2 more years. I know, they're so dramatic and so mad all the time. Remember when Chris or Marty said that you would be buying their products? Yes, I'm allegedly going to. They're going to make me. All right, Chris still says that all the time. Every time him and I go back and forth. He says, you're going to buy them one day. You'll see. And I'm like, I am really scared for the day that Ash Mufareh and Chris Johnson show up to my house and hold a gun to my head and force me to buy their products. Because that is what will have to happen. All right? That is what will have to happen in order for me to join this thing. I warn people of scams mainly that are cult related. So scams that are commercial cults, like multi-level marketing companies, and of cults. Also religious cults. So I speak out a lot about Hare Krishna, Scientology, Love is One. They will accept Canadian? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Probably not. But that is it for this week's episode of Victory with Ash Meme Review. And And as I promised, we have an update. So I want to give that update to all of you. Let's do it. So, John White, sir, is giving everyone this message as part of the update. And this is what everyone is sharing around. So we're going to go through it together. I've blown it up so we can actually fucking see it. All right, it was a little too hard to read in a meme review. So, Victory with Ash. See, that's the logo. I don't know why we got to make more logos. Seriously, I don't know why. Why do we do that? We have one. Anyway, John White, sir, message. Learning platform, August 2026 launching. As announced by Mr. Ash Mufareh himself. So as you can see, they are saying they're launching again. This is the 20th launch that we've done. One, big news. Victory with Ash learning platform will be launched in August 2026. Don't have much time left. 2, official announcement. This is officially announced by Mr. Ash Mufareh himself. All right, so Ash Mufareh has made an official announcement. It is launching this month. We're doing it again, guys. 3, no boundaries, no limits. Now, this is the recruiting part. Share your links with new people anywhere in the world. There are no borders or restrictions. So when they first joined, they were told to sign up like 10 people. And there was a restriction. And then I think it went up to like, they were like, oh, you can sign up to like 20 or 30 people. Now it's open. The public can sign up everyone. Yeah, they do. They literally have 17 days left. Chris, next time, link my article about it from the DeHeck site. I'm just joking. I don't care if you like Oz. At this point, Oz is working with Danny and I, and we keep all sending each other information back and forth about things. So, literally, recruiting again. That is the big news. They're launching this month. Therefore, we are recruiting again. Get people in. 4, this is what we have been waiting for. I mean, how many times have we done this, but then it's not actually happened, and they haven't gotten rich, and now here we are again, you know? Like, is it? We are moving forward with joy, excitement, and gratitude. Don't they always? Don't they? 5, share in your circles. Let everyone know about this life-changing opportunity. Yeah. So, recruit, recruit, recruit. And as you can see on the left here, it says, let's celebrate together with a Victory with Ash trophy. Learn, grow, earn, lead, succeed. And then number 6 is, we are moving forward towards a bright future. Together, we build. Together, we grow. Together, we succeed. Yeah, sure. So everyone can be depressed together. That's right. Share today. Change tomorrow. Be part of the biggest learning revolution. So revolution! Victory with Ash. Your future starts now. They spelled announcement wrong. We just can't get it right today, okay? So, that is the big news. That is what's being shared around because, as you know, they're not allowed to share their back office messages. So basically, John White made this so that they could share it around and get the news out. Launching this month. So start recruiting. Recruit, recruit, recruit. Yes, it's always revolutionary and proprietary. No matter what. So, that is the update. They are going to be recruiting. And that is why we haven't let this go. I get a lot of messages that are kind of like, Queen, why are you still covering this thing? Like, hasn't it been shut down? Like, isn't it just people just sort of hanging out together now? Is there a point? Yes, there is a point. And if I just walked away from this right now, right, what would that do? Because in my experience, walking away from something like this just means that they rebrand and relaunch, you know? Did I blink and miss it? Maybe, who knows? But we're not done. We are not done. We never are. Don't worry. I have more fun. More fun for all of us. So, as always, we have AI videos.
AI is creating a massive opportunity. It could contribute over 15 trillion to the economy. Technology creates opportunity, but sales creates impact.
Dr. Will Billiam. Bill Williams. Dr. Bill William. Dr. Bill William. That's his actual name. They made him into AI.
AI is creating a massive opportunity.
Like, why is it glitching? I don't think it should be doing that. But yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't even really look like him. It gives me really creepy vibes. I hate everything about it, and I'm not even done. That's not even it. I know. I wish it was. We got Colin's ma.
It's better to fail while chasing your dreams than to never chase them at all. Success begins with the willingness to try.
And then it says, fail chasing your dreams. I feel like it's saying, chase your dreams and fail at them, you motherfucker. It's so funny. Also, at the start of this, it like messes up like the words. It looks like a really bad Mad Lib.
It's better to fail while chasing your dreams than to never chase them at all.
Like,
Success begins with the willingness to try.
Fail your dreams, he says. Or something like that. So that one was a bit creepy. And then they also shared this. Focus, plan, improve, achieve. There you have it. Focus today, achieve tomorrow. Clear focus, consistent action, consistent tiers, participant racies. Build strong habits that refort your goals. Leisure and improve, and progress learn, low veep improving. Great advice. Victory with Ash. Focus today, achieve tomorrow, live your victory. I mean, if you do everything that they say on this, you will definitely live your victory. They promise. They promise. Collins has lost half his surname and on passive, but he's hanging in there. It's so true. They just call him Collins Ma now. It's better to fail while chasing your dreams than to never have chased your dreams at all. Except on passive, VWA was nothing but a dream anyway. That's right. Do I smell toast? No, I'm just reading it as it's written. And that's literally what it says. Look at it. It literally says participant races. Right there in yellow. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe that's why we need to join this platform. So that they can teach us, you see? It's a fever dream. That's right. Sometimes I do. I feel like I'm living in a fever dream covering this that I'm never going to wake up from. But don't worry, we also have a real video because they also clipped this little bit of Mike Ellis, by the way's video, and they've been sharing this around.
One thing that will turn the whole picture around when it comes to online marketing and what we're trying to do. And we are all trying to be online marketers that come online, develop an income that can change your life financially and give you the ability to live that life you want to live. Education is the key. And as Mr. Mufareh, and I don't know when this is going to happen, could be a week, could be a month, could be 2 months. I don't know when it's going to happen. It doesn't matter.
So, yeah. It's just kind of funny that they're all like, oh, it's launching in August. And then they're like, share this.
One thing that will turn the whole picture around when it comes to online marketing and what we're trying to do. And we are all trying to be online marketers that come online, develop an income that can change your life financially and give you the ability to live that life you want to live. Education is the key. And as Mr. Mufareh, and I don't know when this is going to happen, could be a week, could be a month, could be 2 months. I don't know when it's going to happen. It doesn't matter.
This is so funny. I don't know when it will happen. But also, I like how we called them network marketers there. Yeah. Ash has an 8-year director's bar from the SEC, and he isn't supposed to be running any type of company for 8 years. He has a lifetime ban from running a multi-level marketing, network marketing company. And they just keep promoting it. And he just keeps going. It's ridiculous. You know? I didn't want to read it, but read Chris's comment. I agree as a woman. So, again, we're not done. More marketing as always. We have fake Ash Mufareh.
Reset, refocus. Your path to personal and professional victory starts here. Focus. This is the moment you decide to become the hero of your own story and claim a future filled with possibility. When you rise, you tap into strength. Refuse to accept mediocrity. Push through all limitations. Never settle for less than your potential. We have been patient and courageous. Our journey will not end. Victory is certain for us.
Fight the war! Sorry, I got really excited there for a minute. You know, it pumped me up a little bit there. Ash is not supposed to even talk about a new company, and no one is supposed to be talking about it for him. Exactly. Basically, he's doing everything to break the SEC final judgment, their agreement, and the settlement, and there's not much we can really do about it other than continue to report it to them and archive it. And don't worry, we are reporting it to them. I know I am. I know the Recovering Hunbot is. I know Chris has. And I know 2 other people that have also been reporting it. So they're getting told, hey, this guy hasn't stopped yet. Hey, come over here, check out what's going on. They know. The thing is, though, is once again, until money is exchanged, and I used to say this about Passive too, it might be a little bit difficult, but I don't know. I think they're going to wait a little bit. But now that they're allegedly launching this month and going to recruit again, you know, might be coming any minute that they're going to have to jump in here and say, you're not allowed to do that, Mr. Ash, sir. So, all right. We have a couple of Bill Must videos that I want to get through with you guys.
FriYAY verification guide. Hello and welcome. We are so happy to have you here at the Victory with Ash platform. Think of us as your bridge to all the opportunities you've been dreaming of.
Sorry, I'm watching this on YouTube. Not in the Victory with Ash platform. Like, is this going to be uploaded into the back office for people when they come in to do the KYC? Because that might be a little helpful. Not everyone can read instructions. You know, we have different type of learners. I cannot just hear instructions and then go do it. I have to also see them in print. All right? Me personally. And I'm sure that there are people that can't just read the instructions. They like to hear them. You know, and maybe there's people that need both. That's just the way that we're wired as human beings. We're also unique. And when you have a business and you're promoting and marketing to the public, you have to think of all these different things. So it would make sense if when you come into the platform if they want to give instructions, that you would have a video version. It's just, I don't think this is actually uploaded back there. It's just uploaded on the Bill Must YouTube channel. So I don't know how helpful that is, you know?
To make sure we keep this space secure and tailor-made just for you, we need to take one simple, quick step together: the verification process. Don't worry, it sounds official, but we promise it's easy. Let's walk through it together.
I know that it's an expression explaining it to me like I'm 5, but like, can we all stop explaining everything like the person listening is always 5? Thank you.
You'll need. Before we start, let's gather a few things to make this as smooth as possible. First, you will need your government-issued ID. Just grab your current valid photo ID, whether it's a driver's license or a passport. Next, make sure you are using a device with a camera. This is how we will connect your ID to you. And the best part, this entire step only takes about 2 to 3 minutes of your time. Just a few minutes to unlock a world of possibilities. Now, for the selfie, this is the easiest part. Here are a couple of quick tips to help you get it right on the first try. Look directly at the camera lens, not the screen. Take off your glasses, hats, or anything that might block your face. And let's make sure your face is nice and bright with good lighting. We want to see you clearly. Step 2 is uploading your ID. Go ahead and take a clear, high-quality photo of your ID. We just need to make sure all the text is readable and your photo is visible. This helps us match it with your selfie perfectly. Just take a moment to double-check that the image is clear and you are good to go. We know this is your first time, so we want to help you get it right.
Okay.
To save you time, check the difference here. A correct submission is clear and bright.
Okay, now this doesn't work in a video when you don't actually show us. To save you time, check the difference here. And then on the page, if you go to the website, there's an image that shows like, this is how you take the picture, this is not how you take the picture. If you're not going to show us the image, then it doesn't make sense.
An incorrect one is often blurry or has glare. Taking that extra second to get a good shot saves you from having to start over. Start the verification process. Thank you so much for submitting your information. Our team is now reviewing your details to make sure everything looks great. Hang tight. We'll send you a notification to the valid email address you used to register into the Victory with Ash platform as soon as the review is complete, or if we need anything else from you. Identity verified.
Well,
Success.
no.
Your identity has been verified.
Oh, that was quick.
You are now fully set up and have complete access to the platform. Welcome to the inner circle.
KYC सत्यापन मार्गदर्शिका नमस्ते और स्वागत है.
All right, so the rest is in Hindi, and I don't really think that we need that. Give me a sec here. I want to just show you. Can I show it to you again? Hold on. I fucking hate this website, guys. There's no scroll, so I have to use the down arrow. I don't think I can't get to it right now quickly. But yeah, there's a picture, if you remember. I showed it to you in the last FriYAY. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just kind of makes me laugh. They do it all in Hindu, of course, which honestly is probably more helpful. Probably necessary because it's only in English on the website. So this part of the video may actually be helpful. I just wish he would have included the image, like, of what the proper picture would look like versus what a wrong picture would look like. And they show someone with, like, their finger in the way. Careful, don't show the back office or Ash will terminate you when he finishes door dashing tonight. Right? But I just thought that that was just so silly. And like you guys said in the comments, you don't need it unless you're a bank. So what are we doing? All right, we got one more here.
Means Mr. Mufareh is building for years, not just weeks. What changed?
So, this is where we're really going to hear about the upgrades. The upgrades to the back office, all right? You ready for this? You guys are going to be so pumped.
You now have more slots in your circle. You can invite people from anywhere in the world. What does this mean right now? You can grow your circle faster. No more limits on who you invite by location. No boundaries, no borders. The platform will get more people, which makes it more useful because millions of people can occupy Victory with Ash Platform, and it won't skip a beat! No hiccups! What does this mean for the future? There are sub-groups inside your
It's so dramatic.
circle. These groups will also be unlimited. The back office will become a powerful tool to track and grow your community. Is Mr. Mufareh serious? Yes, a short-term player would make slots smaller and sell them. He made slots bigger and free to fill. That cost him money now. That means he wants the platform to grow big and last a long time.
Why am I getting like na-na and boo-boo out of this? Like, just the tone is so like, yeah, this is what he did. Like,
one warning. Growing fast is good, but only if the platform stays safe, spam-free, and works well at global scale. He handled that. He's a real long game builder.
Oh yeah, he's a real something. It ain't that. I hate this voice. It sounds like a snake.
इस अपग्रेड का मतलब है कि मिस्टर मुफारे
Oh
सिर्फ
god.
कुछ हफ्तों के लिए नहीं,
Hey, I like this voice better.
बल्कि सालों के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं। क्या बदला है? अब आपके सर्कल में ज्यादा स्लॉट हैं। आप दुनिया में कहीं से भी लोगों को इनवाइट कर सकते हैं।
I'm hypnotized.
अभी इसका क्या मतलब है? आप अपने सर्कल को तेजी से बढ़ा सकते हैं। लोकेशन के आधार पर इनवाइट करने की कोई सीमा नहीं है। कोई सीमा नहीं, कोई बॉर्डर नहीं। प्लेटफॉर्म पर और ज्यादा लोग जुड़ेंगे, जिससे ये और भी उपयोगी हो जाएगा, क्योंकि लाखों लोग विक्ट्री विद ऐश प्लेटफॉर्म का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, और ये बिना किसी रुकावट।
Alright, that's enough of that though. But it's again in Hindi. He's doing all of the videos in English and then in Hindi. So that was fun. Why do I need a circle for a free website where nobody gets paid for recruiting? Well, it's illegal to get paid for recruiting anyway. And why circle? What happened to triangles? I don't know. I don't know. Still looks like triangles. It doesn't cost him anything. It's just triangles surrounding a circle. It's just a bunch of circles in the shape of a triangle is really what it is. You know? Hello, Cool Cat. Good to see you. But we're not done. We have one more amazing Bill Must video. Are you guys ready for benefits you can feel and see? Dog! Boo!
Woke up heavy, stress was gripping tight. Self-doubt whispering, you'll never get it right. But I felt the shift, yeah, the calm crept in. Khud pe bhrosa rakho, let the light begin. Happier days, I can feel it in my chest. Dark ko chodo beta, release the rest. Close my eyes, I see it vivid, clear. I can't bottle, the future's right here. The life I want, the impact I'll make. No more sleeping through my own awake. Feel it, see it, jeet tumhari hai. Not a vague dream, it's the life you carry. Bold goals, real steps, sapne sach honge. Victory with Ash, hum saath chalenge. Feel it, see it, utho jagao. This is not a promise, it's the fire you'll raise. Words got power when you speak them right. Connect, persuade, inspire, own the night.
Woke up heavy, arms sweaty, mom spaghetti. I need to get ready, but it won't be 8 years before this thing's getting.
Dil se bolo, dunia sunegi. Your voice is the key. Yahi to asli roshni. Marketing strategy, building something new. Fresh streams flowing, man, atrang laegi guru.
Oh!
Said, is it real? I said, come and see. Not clouds, not wishes. Yeah, hakikat hai, believe me. Remember showing up, putting in the work. Har din thoda thoda, watch the whole world turn. Measurable goal, the mapping out the plan. First concrete step, bashuru karo insan. Business mind sharp, communication clean. The brightest version of me that you've ever seen. Zindagi badal do. No more waiting for permission. Take the act, feel it, see it.
Yeah.
Keep tumhari hai, not a vague dream. It's the life you carry. Bold goals, real steps. Sapne sach honge. Victory with ash, hum saath chalenge. Feel it, see it. Apni raah banao. It's the victory you'll claim. Yeah. ये कोई वादा नहीं है, ये प्रैक्टिकल है, ये रियल है. And it starts with you.
We caught you, Chris. Chris says he was tapping his foot. So that was something, you know. There was that. He loves to release his AI songs, you know. I just wish the dancing diaper robots were here. Me too. I really do miss those guys. Bill Musk looks a little like Indiana Jones. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So I think it is time for us to ask ourselves, what the fuck? What about you?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Yes, so today's WTF is called Angry Boys. All right? Angry Boys. Can you guess who the Angry Boys are? Maybe I should have put an apostrophe before the S, and then you would have gotten it. But I bet you already knew. That's right, we're going to be talking about the Star Boys for this WTF, because they're upsetty spaghetti. Speaking of spaghetti, Nev. All right, mom's spaghetti. Knees heavy, mom's spaghetti. We're so sweaty, waiting for this shit to be ready. I could say more, but I'll just hold my tongue. Here we are, Star Boys. Some posts that I want to go through with you that made me go, the fuck are they so mad about this week? You know, apparently they want to kick ass. They pissed. So first, let's start off kind of happy, I guess, although it's a little scary. They have this guy pointing at us. Happy FriYAY, Jelly Snack! Star Boys, it says, very soon. You will be super rich. So we start off with an illegal income claim. Always great. Always great. I'm sure they aren't upset with Ash, you know, the root of all their problems. Exactly. Right? So, you know, there was this, and I was like, okay, that looks a little dark, and it is an illegal income claim, because no one's getting rich from shit here. But, you know, not that angry. But then as I was scrolling through, I get to this one. The best defense mechanism against jealousy is perseverance and success. Starboys. And I'm like, oh, who's jealous of the Starboys? Who's giving them, I don't know, meanness? Who's being cruel to them? I don't know. What's going on over here? Remind me why I should be jealous. Yeah, I don't know. All right, maybe you're jealous of their AI posts. I don't know. And then they came on and said, give the opportunity to the least experience. You can't go too far with blind, foolish, and stupid people at everyone. And I was like, well, that was fucking rude. What do you got against the blind? What do they do to you? If you want to talk about stupid people, some people would consider the people that are waiting around for 8 years for a company to launch with Ash Mufareh running it is far more stupid than anyone not doing that. I'm just saying. I don't feel that anyone is stupid, but if we were talking about intelligence, and I said to someone, who is more dumb? The person who's waiting 8 years for a company to launch with a scam artist that has an 8-year director's bar still, or the people that are like, that thing's a scam, and they'll go with the first option every time. I promise. I know, he's like so mad. Hey, I'm blind, foolish, and stupid, but at least I'm not in this, see? Nev agrees. You can go 8 years with blind, foolish, and stupid people. You can. You can. We've seen it. So there's the proof. This is the proof. You know? Only 7-year ban tomorrow, 1 year down. That's right. It is tomorrow, isn't it? Crazy! It was August 15th. Repeat behavior is not an accident. That's who they really are. So I'm like, oh, who are they so mad at? I'm like also laughing at the irony of this because I'm like, yeah, repeated behavior of constantly promising a launch and it never happening. No, nothing. No. The irony is just lost on you, isn't it, Starboys? At least it's a nice sunset, though. I'll give them that. Then we have Starboys. Nobody can throw my past to my face. I will sit at the table and tell you everything from start to end. I own my wrongs and failures. I have made peace with the darkest parts of my life. What is gossip to you? It is testimony to me. And I'm like, man, you sound like really upset at somebody. Like, who is over here trying to throw your past in your face? Are you talking about the past, like with On Passive? You know, because if you're upset that people keep bringing up what happened with On Passive and what's happened with Victory with Ash for 2 years now, by the way. They've been in a pre-launch for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. You know, it's because the history keeps repeating. That's the problem. There is no change. And Ash has disappeared. If anything, less is going on now than ever. So we're kind of all over here like, well, there's less going on now than there ever was in this thing. Yet they seem to be more excited and more hyped up than ever. It's like backwards land. It's so strange. Like, what is the gossip? That this thing's never going to launch? I hope you prove me wrong, but I've been waiting for several years now. This is weird. I know, like, why are they so mad? But then on August 11th, they come on and say, champions, peace. And I was like, okay, listen. I don't know if you went and, like, smoked a spliffy and calmed down or something, but whatever is going on. Holy crap, Phoenix. That was a huge jump. I'm sorry, my guinea pig just jumped like across the entire cage. It was crazy. Never seen that before. They're just starting to, you know, be out and do their thing now. It scared the crap out of me. Sorry. But yeah, it was like, all right, well, we have a complete tone change. And then after this, for the last few days, they've been doing all their motivational stuff again. But I was just like, what happened this past week, guys? Like, you were just so mad. They were so mad. I've never seen them that angry. Like, they post like one thing like that every once in a while. But it was like a whole week of just posts like that. So it was a little strange. But I hope that they find peace. And that is it for this episode of WTF with our angry star boys. Woohoo!
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
That is right. That is right. Aw, cute. We need to meet the little guy. Yeah, I know. We have two actually, because you have to get guinea pigs in pairs. So we have two males. One is named Sugar, and the other is named Phoenix. They were already named at the pet store. We adopted them. All right. It is my daughter's first official adoption. She was very excited. And she didn't adopt them. Like, they're under my husband's name. But they let her, like, sign a little paper. Anyway, it was cute. Yeah, they're out here with me now because I think that the air conditioning in her room was too much for them. But yeah, they've been out for the last few days now, hopping all around and being all excited. It took them a little bit of time, to kind of get used to their surroundings. Guinea pigs be like that. Happy Director Bar Day to all who celebrate. That's right. Maybe I will have to pop on quickly tomorrow and we'll have to just do something small. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I already have something planned. You never know with me. I like to surprise people all the time. Speaking of surprises, I think before we go to our commercial break, we should check in and see who is kissing Ash. Pucker up! All right, so who we picking on this week? We are picking on Bill Must. We pick on him a lot. All right, and this week it was just weird and unnecessary. I was like, if you don't know who this man is by now, you should probably just go on with your life and stay happy. You could call them popping guinea pigs. Cute. All right, so good old Bill Must uploaded another video that I want to go over with you. As you can see, it is called Meet Ash Mufareh, and like I said, I don't know who this video is for, because if you do not know who Ash Mufareh is, and you are not just coming here to have fun with me on Fridays and laugh about him, or watching the Recovering Hunbot when she covers this to laugh about him, then you should really just go on with your lives and never find out who he is and stay happy. But I was kind of watching this like, what is this and who is this for? I know that they're recruiting new people in and maybe it's more for that, but it's still so Ash kissy, and it's like, ugh, it gives me gross vibes. So I'll grab it for us right now. It's yucky, and it's literally called Meet Ash Mufareh.
Ash Mufareh, purpose, integrity, proven leadership. Ash Mufareh built global sales organizations, led high-performing teams, and achieved financial freedom early in life. He has guided thousands toward personal and business growth, proving that prosperity and principle can go hand in hand. A life of purpose for more than 4 decades. Ash has pursued a mission centered on unity, integrity, and opportunity. He believes that when people are inspired responsibility. Faith, family, and service. Today Ash prioritizes faith, family, generosity, and service as a devoted husband and father of two. He lives the values he teaches, modeling resilience, compassion, and purposeful leadership. It will be very hard to look around and not see us just get engaged. This will be a very big deal in your life. Ash Mufareh.
Developed people without compromising values, except when he stopped paying the Hyderabad and Dubai employees and expected them to continue working for free for 7 to 9 months. Yeah, some of them were working for like closer to a year. Agreed. So, there was that video, and it has been a long time since we have had quite a video that kisses Ash so much, I do have to say. So, pucker up, Bill Must, because that was fucking crazy, dude. Alright, I haven't seen something like that in a really long time. I almost feel like he is literally just making this video almost to say, come back, Ash. We haven't seen you since October. Please come back. Suckiest lyrics in a long time, right? I bet we don't meet Ash Mufareh. Ash won't let cameras into the secret bunker. Yeah. They're like, come back. We haven't seen you. I'll kiss up, so pucker up. All right, Bill Musk, because you surely are kissing Ash. And that is it for this week's episode. Yeah, so the plan is we are going to do a commercial break, because if I don't do one, everyone will be super duper upset with me. After the commercial break, we are going to be hearing from Sherry Dursaway, and we are also going to be going through a conversation that Zach DeGarmo had with Chris Johnson. All right, kind of instead of story time, we're going to be doing that today. There was some drama, and there was some really disgusting things that were said in this conversation that I want to talk about. So I would like to take some time to actually like go through it. Obviously, Zach has sent me the screenshots of this conversation. So we are going to go through the entire thing together and just sort of have a little chit chat about it before we call it a night. So without further ado, we are going to do our commercial break, and then I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the commercials. For some people, it's their favorite part of the content. Today's stream is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's a title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about 30 bucks. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Yeah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Digger Condoms are on-passive resistant, 100% scam proof. Coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Mufareh's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. For when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds. Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Mart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life. Access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend. A royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers. And a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light. Because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, Happy Cult Day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Mufareh invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream. Yes, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me a little bit of a break. after almost 2 hours of streaming. So, let me set this stage for you. All right? Violet says, I kind of miss 5-hour webinars. Me too, me too. But let me set this stage for you. You are in Victory with Ash. You have been waiting for this launch date for 8 years. It is finally launching this August. And you really believe that. You think that Ash Mufareh is your guru and that he is going to completely change your life. Similar to how people in Hare Krishna see people as their guru, or similar to how people see gurus in other cults that we have covered here, right? You have not seen him, though, since October. And you just really, really want to see him. And then Sherry Dursaway shows up. And she is going live on YouTube. And her live stream is entitled Sherry Dursaway and Ash Mufareh. And you're thinking to yourself, this is it. This is finally the moment. Is he here? Is he actually here? And then this is what you are met with.
Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. How's everybody doing? I know I'm not on my usual time. I wanted to do this important thing right now. I will be doing more of these. However,
and you're thinking, oh, wow, this really important thing. Is it streaming with Ash Mufareh? Is he going to be live? And you're noticing people just pouring in. Now, Sherry is usually lucky if she has about 10 viewers. That's a great day for Sherry. That's amazing. On a regular day, she has maybe 2. But in this stream, she had a couple hundred.
I just want you to know one thing, that if it's your first time here, have not yet, ring the bell down below and subscribe to my station. You have one, do the same for yours, providing it's positive. So it took me a little bit of time to get this together because I haven't used it in a while and I don't know what was going on. Anyway, we're here now. Yay! How's everybody doing? I am praying for you in our world. And as I always say in my videos, you are very important and you matter here on this.
Careful, Violet. She might chain you up. All right? Don't mess around.
Earth. You have unique talents and passion. So I wanted to share that part with you. But then I put in the description, Victor with Ash, excited. And it is exciting. And we all know, if you're not on Victor with Ash and you haven't gone to your back office yet and read the amazing thing that he put back there, we are starting in this month of December 2026. We're starting our educational platform, which I'm excited about. I know you may have mixed emotions about that. So let me go through this first. Education. I'm reading, so forgive my glasses. Knowledge can become confidence, right? Confidence can become action, because when you're confident, you're willing to do more.
She did say December. She says December. Everyone else says August.
Action can create opportunity. Think about that. When you take action, you create opportunity. And opportunity can change your life. Think about that. That's Victor with Ash is all that in a nutshell and then some. And just learning anything, right, can take you to all that. Education is not just about learning more. It's about becoming more.
She's probably closer to right. Yeah, December 2033, like Joe says.
Who you become along the way on things that you've learned.
Now, Sherry's very sweet, and we do love Sherry, okay? She makes us happy. She barely knows what's going on. She gets a lot of things wrong. They kind of treat her crappy, so we try to be sweet to her. But the one thing about Sherry is that her existence in this is very manipulative. Because she's so sweet and she seems so caring, I am worried that people are going to get recruited by her into this. She kind of reminds me of, you know, those Jehovah Witness commercials that I've been reacting to on my shorts? And I actually have a few more that I have to react to. Or the LDS commercials. Yeah, all of those. The commercials for all the cults. I have a whole bunch of them I've been reacting to. And I have a whole bunch more. Reminds me of those girls. Like, there's just something about her. She's always bringing up religion as well. She isn't in any of those cults. I believe she's just a Christian. But it is a bit worrisome because of how she does talk to people and make them feel special and loved. And it's, you know, that's kind of why they like her. They kind of use her as like the sweet, innocent lady to trick people. So although we think she's sweet, we're kind of like, oh, Sherry, we also have to keep that in mind. All right? It's like a double-edged sword.
Knowledge is about becoming more knowledgeable, you become more confident, more prepared, and more capable of creating the life you want. To me, that's incredible. Becoming the life that you want. So now, I also wanted to bring to your attention, I know that some people may be having anxiety on what the next thing is going to be. And I'm going to read you for the learning modules. I want you to de-stress yourself on the anxiety part. So I thought Red did an amazing.
Now, Sherry, are you allowed to read this? Because I feel like you guys aren't actually allowed to share things from the back office. And then here comes Sherry sitting down for this whole live, like reading it to us. You're going to be terminated without notice.
Update just a little bit ago. And I wanted to come on here myself. So let me find that, okay? Because I want you to get this good. So managing anxiety when learning new things involves shifting your mindset from the threat response to an opportunity.
Yep, very good, Sherry. That's where your mind is, in your head.
Opportunity mindset. An opportunity mindset. That's huge. That's with anything that you're like having anxiety about.
What?
And here, practical strategies. Let me read this. I don't know what happened. Practical strategies to reduce learning anxiety. Here's
more. Sherry's trying to read. Like someone keeps messaging her.
A few things I'm giving you tips on that you can do. Reframe the feeling. Instead of trying to force yourself to calm down, say out loud, I'm excited, whatever it is. When you're doing something that's giving you anxiety.
Now remember, she clickbaited everyone into thinking that Ash was going to be here for this. Okay? And so it's just kind of funny to think of coming to this live stream thinking Ash might be here. And then this is what she's talking to you about. And you're like, fuck you, Sherry. I was excited, but like, where's Ash? Now I am anxious.
Say, I am excited. And listen to this. Researchers show this shift your brain from fulfilling the threat mindset to an active opportunity mindset. Here's something else. Break it up into small chunks. Divide what you are trying to learn into tiny, manageable steps, which I believe.
I highly doubt you'll have to do all that to learn anything that Ash Mufareh is going to teach you. Because it will be equivalent to learning your ABCs.
Mr. Ash Mufareh is going to do
at the age of 40.
That for us because he likes to keep everything easy and simple, and easy for everybody. Check off each piece as you build the competence. So I believe also back there, he's going to give us way more than what I'm giving you here on all different mindsets and creativity and stuff. So practice.
He's going to give us all different mindsets, guys. We're just going to be given a whole bunch of different mindsets. We can just swap them out like they're AI, you know?
Non-interference. Allow the physical sensation or discomfort and nervousness to exist without trying to fight, fix, or eliminate them. So I got this thing also from a lady that I was watching just a little bit ago. I came across. So
what?
Fear.
A lady you were watching. Oh, okay. I hope you mean watching on YouTube, right? I'm sorry, just the way that she said that. She was like, I want to read something to you that I got from a lady that I've been watching. And for a second, I was like, wait, watching how? Like babysitting? No, wait. You mean watching on YouTube, right? Okay, sorry.
Is feeling the fear and face it anyway. Anxiety means it isn't important to you. So you're.
Yeah, when a cult tells you to face your fear, face it by realizing that you're fearful of them and getting the fuck out of there.
You're feeling that anxiety, whatever it is, whether it's this new learning module or it's anything else in life. That means it's important to you. Like when you go on a new job, you might feel anxiety. Let's see here.
Yeah, there's good anxiety, by the way, and there's bad anxiety. Are we going to talk about that at all?
Even going to a new place to eat, you may feel anxiety, like what's going to be like? Is the food going to be any good? Is the entourage going to be any good?
Is Red cooking? You know, lots of questions.
Just all those things. Help to keep your anxiety out by just taking action. Tell yourself you're excited and care a lot about it. So aren't we excited about Victory with Ash leading us to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream, right?
No, Sherry, now it's the big bolt. Beautiful.
So we can help ourselves and to help so many other people around the world.
It's funny that you bring up helping yourself before helping other people, which you should do. You should always get yourself to a good mental state before you try to help other people. But it's just interesting that you bring up helping yourself first. You know? Is the early bird special good? Right. Asking all the right questions.
And back there, this is just part A. We're just the bridge to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream. So I believe also in Victory with Ash, like what Red said, we're going to learn these amazing AI things that are going to help us. But along each step, we're going to learn so many other things as well to get us to that point. Let's see. When your anxiety comes in, remember to say this: I'm excited. And I always say that. I'm excited.
Yeah, you're just like walking down the street. You get a bit of anxiety and then you just go, I'm excited. Like everyone turns around and stares at you like, what the fuck?
Excited. So no matter what it is, whether it's in this Victory with Ash or just anything in life.
Also, I just want to say, like, excitement and anxiety are two different feelings. Like, those are two different things. So if you're feeling anxious, you should be like, I am anxious. What am I anxious about? And figure that out and not just be like, oh, I'm excited, you know?
You're anxious about, switch it up.
She seems particularly brainwashed today, right?
And say, I'm excited. Think about the good things that are going to come upon it, right? Think about the positive things that are going to come out of it.
What?
Whether it be like I was saying, maybe it's you took up something new to do, like maybe you're not an artist and you chose to go out of your comfort zone. Again, going out of your comfort zone, thinking that's exciting. And
yeah, always got to bring that up.
Let's say I'm an artist, so which I am. So I'm just using it for an example.
We get it. Sure.
You're not an artist. You're a painter like me. I don't like to do watercolors because I feel like I don't have control over it. But once
honestly, watercolor is probably one of the hardest ones. It's true. I find that it bleeds. I have an awful time with it as well.
Got into it and started it, my anxiety let loose as I did more and more of that. So let your anxiety go. Know that the next things are going to be incredible for you. Think of it in a positive way.
Yeah, don't be anxious about the fact that you've been waiting for 8 years for this to launch. They keep saying it's launching right now, and then it doesn't happen, and Ash has an 8-year director's bar on him. Don't be anxious about that. Everything will be fine.
Think of each anxiety that you come across in life, or even in this amazing Victory with Ash leading us to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Just ease your mind. Think of beautiful things. Think of positive things that are going to happen in the long run.
Go to your happy place. It'll be okay, guys. We're launching soon.
So that's all I have for you. I just wanted to come out here and share that. And I didn't put that I was coming on here. I just feel the need to share this part with you because I'm sure people are having a little bit of anxiety. But you remember Mr. Ash Mufareh always said he's going to keep it easy and simple. And he knows not everybody learns at the same pace, right? Everybody's different. Like I think I said this once before. I used to hate it because my real brother, he's no longer here on this earth, but my real brother, he could read something and he would memorize it like nothing. Me, I was one who had to read it over. I was still studying even when I got to the class, even when the teacher said, okay, close your books, time to take the test.
Now don't panic.
So I would always have anxiety, but everybody learns differently, right? So let the anxiety go. Let it go. Think positive. Think about how amazing this is going to be. So that's all I have. I've been long enough. I will be doing.
Fun fact, I also have test anxiety. And when I was younger, through high school and college, I used to go and do my tests in a different room by myself. I can't have any distractions.
More lives. You can catch me. I may switch my time. I'm not sure. You're not going to catch me every day because I still have a job, just so we're broke. But anyway, I love you guys. Have an amazing one and keep your eyes out in your Victory with Ash back office.
Well, why? If you're just going to read it to us, Sherry. Let it go. Let it go. This won't launch ever.
Amazing things. Go back and read those things he's put already 3, 4, 5 times if you have to.
Yeah, read them 3, 4, 5 times. Just keep rereading the back office messages. Like, really, you know? Just over broke? Yeah, Sherry still works. What does she do? I don't know. She doesn't tell us, and it's none of our business. I don't do the whole go look into their works and do all that.
Because each time you'll catch something different, it'll make you excited. That's all I have. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. Please.
Also, Sherry is probably the least dangerous person in this. She's closer to a victim than a perp, but like I said, her sweet innocence might work against us in the way that people will fall for it. It is manipulative, even though it is who she is. And we should protect her with our lives. It sucks for a cult, you know? Because she's the one that people who don't trust people like Chris and Red and those guys are going to end up falling for.
Sure to ring the bell and subscribe to my station and share this out. And I love you guys all.
You gotta love her. Just ring the bell.
All pieces. And don't forget,
do it
you're
right
important.
now.
You matter. Bye-bye for now. God bless.
I don't consent, Sherry. Now imagine, you're sitting there. You thought Ash was coming on. And you're just like, wow. Wow, Sherry. I was laughing my ass off at this point. Not only because it took her a while to log off. For some reason, as you can see, she's not figuring it out. She's got to learn how to press the button. But also because I was like, oh,
sorry, it's not ending. I don't know what I did.
And people were like, where's Ash? Is Ash coming? Is Ash going to be here? And now you are confused as fuck.
All right,
That's
let's try
right.
this. All right, bye-bye for now. I'm sorry.
What happened?
People stopping me no longer.
You're still on. Oh my. She figured it out. Joe's like, bye. Get off the screen, damn it. I've had enough of this. All 3 viewers were asking, where's Ash? No, that's the thing, is that she actually got viewers to this one. That's why it was so funny. It was so funny because everyone was there and they were all waiting for Ash. And then that's all it was just, it's like just over 10 minutes. And I was dying at the end when she was having trouble logging off. I'm blocked in her chat because Chris Johnson came in. Me and Jelly Snack and Violet used to go and watch her together because, like, we felt kind of bad, you know? We were like, oh, poor Sherry, like, she streams and there's, like, maybe one person there. So we were all going and, like, watching her. And then the one day I was in there and I was like, hey, Sherry, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. You know, like, we're not mean to her and I don't try to bug her with it or anything. We would just kind of be like, yeah, Sherry, you are great. You know, that pump her up a little bit and be sweet. And then, like, Chris came in, and he was all, you don't like Sherry? You talk shit about her. And I was like, not really, like, in comparison to the rest of you. I really don't, though. And he, like, got all mad, and then he blocked us all. And, well, I got blocked, and I think Jelly Snack was also blocked. I don't know if you're blocked, Violet. Let me know. Joe says he's also blocked, so, you know, Chris is going in there and blocking people. So then Sherry usually only has like 1, maybe 2 viewers. And like I even said to Chris, I was like, dude, you're not even in here. Like, we're in here more than you are. He was like, I'm in here all the time. I was like, no, because like literally been in here like all the time and never seen you. Like that was the first time I had seen him and I had been watching her for fucking years, dude. Like, you know, I'm blocked everywhere. Me too, Violet. It's okay. Not only by on-passive people either, in other communities too. But there are communities where I'm proud if they block me. All right, so I tried to get this into a PDF, and for some reason it was not working. So hopefully this works instead. All righty. Now, let me just see, can I make it bigger? I don't know. I don't really want to mess with it. I think we're just going to have to do it like this. So I'm sorry it's not full screen. It was just messing up. And that is why I was late, actually. Because while I was trying to upload it, it was not uploading. But Zach DeGarmo, who is Marty DeGarmo's son. And if you're unaware of Marty DeGarmo, he was the guy in On Passive that was often live with Chris and Ash Mufareh. Marty passed away on October 1st of 2025. It was really shitty. And just a little while before Marty passed away, him and Robin Noble were booted out of Victory with Ash by On Passive. Marty was sick at the time. He had been going in and out of the hospital. Ash and Chris went and visited him at the hospital. There was the famous feed you by hand moment. Hold on. Do I have the meme still? Let's see if I have it. Should we do it? Yes.
Came to me, kissed me on my forehead, hand fed me. And this is what I get 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, from everybody I knew, so-called leaders.
So yeah, there was that. That all happened. All right? And we covered it all. We covered it all. You can go and check it out. We did videos and live streams about it. Ash kissed Marty on top of his head. Yes, that was a thing. The lore of this scam is crazy. And they're all like lolcows. It's very strange. Chris, you, whatever. Yes. So, when Marty passed away, Marty's family was trying to get a hold of all of his friends, including Chris, and it didn't really go as they thought it would. Before Marty passed away, he was also reaching out to Chris because Chris just kind of cut him off, and they were best friends. They were best friends for about 8 years in On Passive. So basically, Zach has been messaging Chris off and on, trying to talk to him about it all. And over the last 24 hours, he had quite the conversation with Chris that he wanted me to share with everyone just so that you can truly see who Chris is as a person. Now, Zach admits that in this conversation, he was pretty upset. You have to think, this is somebody that said that he was his dad's best friend for several years. And then in his mind, when his dad needed him the most, he fucked off. Just disconnected. And it was just because Ash was like, we're not talking to him anymore. Chris and Robin were pretty much fair game, where they were, you know, they were like SPs in Scientology. Nobody was to talk to them. Nobody was to be their friend. And as they were trying to reach out to people, people were basically telling them that. And Chris was one of the main people that Marty wanted to talk to. Obviously, they were so close. As if I need to see anything that shows me Chris is worse than I already believe he is. Well, wait until you see this. Yes, they were SP, suppressive persons. That's right. That's what it was like. So if they reached out to someone and then the person ignored them for a couple messages, eventually a few people wrote them back and said, we're being told we're not allowed to talk to you anymore. We're being told that you ripped Ash off. And there were just all these lies going around. It was crazy. So this conversation took place. The blue is Zach, and the black is going to be Chris. So, Zach says, hey, you can block me all you want on Facebook. I don't want to see that bullshit you're spreading anyway. But I found a little photo going around, laughing out loud, and your name is also going around. Karma is coming. Boom, baby. And he uses his dad's famous line. Boom, baby. And then he posts up this beware of Ash Mufareh image that is warning everyone about the scam that one of the naysayers made. He says, and I've been trying to call your boy, but no answer. Tell I'm waiting for an apology and it all stops from me, but not the SEC. They on that ass. I've been more than nice. Trust me. And that's because Zach has also been reaching out to Ash Mufareh. And Ash Mufareh has been ignoring Zach and also Marty's wife. Whenever she tries to reach out to any of these people, they're just ignoring her. So Chris says, in response, please just let it go, Z. Nothing will come from all of this. Ash is working side by side with the SEC. Because remember, the SEC asked Ash if he would help them retrieve the funds that are overseas. And because it says that, they have twisted it to say that Ash is now working with the SEC. And like now his new company will be legitimized by them and everything. Everything's fine now, right? They act like they're working together and that they've reached an agreement where Ash is fine to continue running whatever he wants to do. So Zach responds and says, no, he's not, laughing out loud. We can bet. And no, I can't let it go. A man who said he's of God and a follower of Jesus left a dying friend for hopes of money. See how that looks? And you say let it go and not say one sorry. He texted and texted you and you had nothing to say. You need to hear this shit because we all went through it with him while you ignored. They can't do anything for Ash, so they are gone as far as he is concerned. Right. Exactly. Then Zach actually sends him a screenshot of a comment from Dawn, who was Marty's wife. So you can see Dawn DeGarmo. And she is responding to our naysayer that posted this image. And she says, for me, the money isn't important now. I will never get back the time Ash and his followers stole from me and the family. Marty spent so many years and time for others. Time I didn't have with him and will never get back. Those so-called leaders and friends kicked Marty while he was so sick and never acknowledged his death with any sympathy. Thank you to the ones that stuck by his side and were true friends to him. For the ones that turned your back on him, you truly need prayer and need to seek the Lord. Okay, they are believers, they're Christians, and that's fine. We don't judge anyone for that unless you're in a cult that's going around hurting people, right? I always say there's nothing wrong with believing, nothing wrong with even being a part of a church. There's healthy communities and unhealthy communities. That's why the influence continuum exists. So, to them, this was not a Christian thing to do. It's a prime example of how friendships are transactional in MLMs. Exactly. In all cults. Right. Don just gave a smackdown. I mean, how do you respond to that in any other way than I'm so sorry? You know? So you would think, right? So Zach says, when I read shit like that, I can't let it go. And won't, homie. See, to him, he's sticking up for his dad and his mom. And listen, I've told him, like, dude, you can just move on. Like, let us do it. We've already been doing it. I will continue it. Obviously, we aren't going to stop going after this thing. Don't worry. But, you know, if this makes him feel better, who am I? Right? I'm not going to tell him how to grieve. And if he wants to yell at Marty and Ash, or sorry, Chris and Ash over Marty, I'm not going to tell him not to. Like, I've told him it'd be better for you, but I'm also not going to stop him, right? Zach getting all screwed up in the heat. So Chris responds, no words will ever bring your dad back. Nothing you think you're doing will stop Ash with what he is doing. You're wasting your own time, buddy. So the funny thing is that instead of making this, now if you've noticed, Zach's making this about his dad needing someone in his final moments, reaching out to Chris, and Chris ignoring it. That's what it's been about for Zach. To Chris, Zach just wants to stop Ash. And he'll never be able to, you know, because only God can stop them, as they say. And as Ash said, only God can stop them. And it just goes to show you, like, he's not even understanding what Zach's actually upset about. And he doesn't get that if he would just apologize for that, then maybe Zach would move on more. He even says to him, you have never even apologized for this. Like, I just want you to acknowledge what happened. Acknowledge that when my dad reached out to you, you weren't there for him. And say sorry and apologize and mean it. That's it. But no, it's all about Ash, right? So he says, yeah, I'm waiting. Just waiting. Do you ever watch your old videos? Or you delete too many of them? Come on, bro. We all know. Scam City. And you're too deep now that you don't want to lose out on what you think you could have. It's been since 2018. You know how many companies became billion-dollar companies since then? Right? Just make sure you have your notifications on when it changes its name or goes down in flames. I'm waiting, laughing my ass off. And I see you in Queen of Karma stuff. You're there because she's educating you also, laughing out loud. And can we have a year? I'll bet you $1,000 that by 2029, not one millionaire. Laughing my ass off. Now we got a bet going. He is spitting the truth. Got a bet going now. And you know it bothers Chris that we cover him. So he says, brother, it's my choice to take a chance. We all have choices. The only thing he's paying attention to out of what was said here was the part about how we're trying to warn him. Like, that's all he really cares about. Oh, you don't need to save me, right? Like he says in here all the time. Like, he's not getting the full picture of what's going on here and what Zach is trying to say to him. So he says 90% of them still think it's on passive, laughing my ass off. Why would he have like 90% of the people from India? Think about it. I even wanted to tell my dad this shit, but he was happy with his friends, in quotations. So I was like, oh well, what's the harm? Then it all went down. During his dying last days, the people he talked to the most left him. But I won't mention that again because you clearly don't and didn't give a shit. It was all a lie. I don't lie. Family first. You're finding that out. Chance? It's a slam dunk? And reminds him, yo, you've been saying that this is going, it's not just a chance to you. You're saying this is a for sure thing. I'm starting to suspect Chris is a sociopath. Hold that thought, Violet. So again, he's bringing up, we're really upset over the part about how you all left him when he was ill. And they booted him out and then didn't respond to him. And he was reaching out to them. He knew that he was passing away. So what's angering to them is some of him reaching out to them were him trying to patch things up in his last moments, which is kind of sad to think about. And then they couldn't even answer. And that's why Zach's upset, right? Like, I get that. You get that from me reading this. I know everyone watching this right now understands why Zach is upset and has also maybe even been upset at this happening when this was all going on. Because I know a lot of us, although we weren't great fans of Marty and what he was doing, we were still like, that's a shitty deal. And that's why we speak out about these things. Look at how friendships go in them. People, they isolate you from your real friends and family, claiming they're your friends and family, and then they treat you like this, you know? You don't actually mean anything because it's all transactional to them. Transactional friendships are not real friendships. Get out of any transactional friendships. So, in response to that, he says, buddy, once again, you or the Hunbots have no idea, which is funny because Hunbots, Chris, Hunbots is actually a term, sweetheart, for people that are in MLM companies. So you're right, Hunbots have no idea. But my friend, the recovering Hunbot, did you hear that? Her name's the recovering Hunbot. Because she was once in Beachbody in MLMs, and then she recovered from them, recovered from commercial cults. You actually have to deprogram yourself as if you're leaving Scientology, believe it or not, especially if you're in it for a long time. And now she's recovering from it. That's why she makes this content, right? So that's not what we call ourselves. Over here, we're the naysayers, and I'll give you that. You gave us that name. You and Marty did. But she doesn't call her community the Hunbots because that would mean like the MLMers. That's our slang. We call them Huns due to them doing hey Hun messages. A Hunbot refers to someone that's been in an MLM for so long that their entire personality has been replaced by the MLM. So all of their social media is just MLM. Because what happens is people that join these things, they go from posting their outings and their trips and their family and their thoughts and their dreams to literally only posting about the MLM, and they turn into an MLM robot. So we took Hun and Robot and we put it together and we get Hunbot. And if you're a boy, because boys don't tend to send the hey hun messages as much, we call you brobots, because a lot of the males who are in MLMs are bros. Meaning, a lot of them are usually in the alt-right. A lot of them are usually leaning to the right. And a lot of them tend to be in the manosphere. We also talk on my channel about things like coaches in NoFap and incel communities in the manosphere. We've touched on that on my channel because those coaches are very similar, right? And they have MLMs over there, believe it or not. So that doesn't make sense, all right? If anything, you're more of a brobot than any of us are Hunbots. So that made me giggle. But he says, he was your dad, and I get you're hurt. No need to keep saying stuff. Let him rest. And I'm kind of like, well, hopefully he would live on in his son. It's kind of a weird thing to say to his son, let him rest. You're supposed to live on in your children after you die. It's other people that need to let you rest, like haters. We cared more about what was happening to Marty than the founders. It's true. Yo, bro. That's right. Then he says this. I did reach out to you and your mom to say I was sorry for the loss of your father. You know I helped him with money and other things. Your dad had said many lies about me in his last lives he did. I never defended myself because it would have only caused more crap. Ash never kicked him out. He did that on his own. And I'm like, okay, well, we used to watch all the lives and like couldn't really see anything that would have gotten him kicked out. It seemed like a personal issue, but sure. So then Zach says, how big is Warren? Chris says, big. So then Zach says, did you fuck Julie? Yes, he's talking about Julie Wynn. Was that a lie? Or you said you tiptoed through her lily pad? Because if you don't know, Chris and Julie had gotten together. And one of the things that really upset Zach when he was going through the messages between like Marty and Chris after his dad passed was Chris had written Marty and told him that he had sex with Julie. And before it happened, he was bragging to Marty that when she came over, he was going to tiptoe through her lily pad. And he made some other comments that were very racist towards her. And Zach was actually pissed. Like, he was like, he's really disgusting with the stuff he said about Julie. Like, you should see it. And I was like, please, I don't need to. I believe you. But, yes. So he wanted to ask. If I remember, Ash gave Marty $1,100, but then Marty started to GoFundMe or he started collecting super stickers, you know, like Red does. But that's the thing, is that he wasn't doing anything, in anyone's opinion, that was weird or different. And quite frankly, with all the work he put in, you don't think Ash didn't owe him $1,100 like after 8 years of work? This is labor exploitation in these things. You're expected to go live for an hour a day talking about this, and then you don't get paid. You know? Third largest city in the state, 140K. Interesting. Didn't know that. But yeah, he said that about Julie, so Zach asks him. And he says, my personal life has nothing to do with anyone. And it's like, well, then don't brag about it to his dad. I don't know. He says, I got what I needed for now. So then Chris responds, your threats do not scare me or affect me, brother. You have nothing on me that I did something wrong. And I'm like, I don't know, Chris. That's what the girls in Hawaii that were promoting BG Well Sharing thought too, because they were promoters just like you. So they were like, I'm safe. I'm not the one running the company. But they were in the top promoters for Hawaii. And they ended up getting sued by the SEC as well. And BG Well Sharing's a scam. It got shut down. So they're getting no help. They have no lawyers that are being given to them. You think Ash is going to get a judge? Hire a judge for you? He won't. You get into legal trouble for this? You get kicked out like Marty did. Chris would have bragged about sleeping with any woman. Probably. He's a bit incel-y, isn't he? Ash got a lot of work. Marty and his super chats didn't cover it. Exactly. Considering the work that they put in, it wouldn't have been enough. If they had gotten paid for doing that as a job, it would have been a lot more money. And MLMs are just a way for big corporations to trick you into thinking you're running a small business. Well, they literally exploit your labor. Because the USA is a capitalist country, and if they had it their way, you would all be working for free for them. You would be working for free for your government. And if you let them put the church back in the state, that just might happen. So be careful, USA. They might be coming for you. So then Zach is like, how did I threaten? LOL. I asked you if you did it and said it. You basically said yes. So I said I got what I needed for now. So then he says, think what you want, buddy. And I'm kind of like, hey, Chris, you know that he probably read the conversations. Like, come on now. I've joked about sending tiny dare condoms to Chris. Maybe he did go to the local CVS. Maybe he did. Marty ran the video board for quite a few elaborate lives Ash did, like unveiling the Burj Khalifa ads. Exactly. He was like his manager. And if Ash had paid for somebody to do that, he would have been paying him 20-something an hour. Which I guarantee Marty was not getting, even from the live streams and super chats and stuff. But they did get more money than anyone else in this thing, right? Off of that. So Chris is like, think what you want, buddy. And then Zach says, see you FriYAY on Queen of Karma's Live. So then Chris says, did you know that your mom was planning on leaving your dad? This is why I came to New Jersey, to see if I could help. Fuck you, Chris. Even if this was true, which I don't know if it is, I doubt it, but even if this was true, why the fuck would you tell their son that, even as an adult, as a gotcha moment to one-up him? You're still the more grown adult in this situation. You don't do that shit. That's just a shitty thing to do. Like, what is wrong with you? This is like trying to ruin the memory of his dad to him. Because you're all upset that he said, I'll see you FriYAY on the live? You know you weren't gonna see much of you on here. This is the comment that did it. Because seriously, fuck you for this. Fuck you. That's gross. I don't care. Like, I wouldn't even have done that. You used to be best friends with him. How do you say that to his son now? After he's passed? Like I said, like, even if it's true, like, there's just some things that are too far. You don't go there. You guys know I have lines that I draw everywhere, okay? I always say, draw a line, all right? Don't step over it. That is way over the line. You know? Nev says, I mean, I wouldn't have blamed Dawn if she did. It can't have been easy for her, but he shouldn't have said that. Exactly. That's why I'm like, even if it was true, which I don't know, right? We will never know. Quite frankly, it's none of our business. We don't need to know that, right? I don't get into like people's personal stuff like that. That's not for us to do. That doesn't help us stop the cult, you know? It really doesn't. That just makes more victims. So my thing is like, dude, you just don't do that. Like, it's gross. I read that and I literally, like, my whole body coiled. Like, I was cringing and like wanting to crawl out of my skin. Like, I was like, ew, you actually fucking went there? Nasty. Don taking care of all the grandkids while Marty sat his sleep apnea disabled ass in front of a video camera 12 to 16 hours each day, saying the same lies every day. Yeah, like, but even if she was, we don't even talk about that now. You know what I mean? Especially in a back and forth like this. That's not the time. It's just so gross. He's just, Chris, I don't like you. Then he goes, that's the truth. So Zach goes, no, she wasn't. Laughing out loud. They're close. And I'm sure that he would know. And then Chris keeps going. I had many conversations with her, buddy. She was at her breaking point. You can ask her. We had these conversations. I even told your dad that while I was there to make him understand why she was doing this. And I'm like, what? Why she was doing what? Leaving? Because there was no time that she left. She couldn't leave. He was disabled and she has a bunch of grandkids living there. The poor woman was kind of stuck. But either way, what the fuck? And why would you come to help her see? You're his friend. Like, I don't understand. Why would she call you? You know what I mean? Like, does Marty not have anyone in his actual life that she would have called that knew him better? Probably before you. Right? Like, I feel like he's full of shit with this. Chris told Marty, well, Marty was weak as a kitten. Probably. Not saying it was right for... No, it's never right for him. I know you're not. Don't worry. It's just like, dude, now you're just going to keep going? I was there to help, brother. And I'm like, okay, but we're not talking about that right now. Like, we're not even talking about that. So, like, what does that have to do with you? Like, he's saying this now to position himself like he was actually helpful to Marty. And I'm like, no, but this isn't the way. These guys are dying inside. That's right, Mr. Level. It's crazy. Just a crazy thing to say. So Zach says, yeah, I know she was at her breaking point. Also, didn't know truly how bad he was till he went back to the hospital. And I know he knew, laughing out loud. We had conversations, laughing out loud. He didn't know it was over till he went into cardiac arrest and was brought back to life to tell him there was nothing left they can do. And he FaceTimed me and let me know at 6 a.m. that he was going to do the morphine care and to come up to say goodbye. And she had nowhere to go to leave. She was losing everything in her life all at the same time, never was leaving. 47 years, and if I'm lucky to live long, me and my wife will certainly beat that. It's just so sad. you know? But in the meantime, I gotta wait another 7 years to see if you finally get screwed by ass because of the SEC ruling. And he's working side by side because he has to. Laughing my ass off. Owes them like $32 million. 8-year director's bar. They don't make people pay back $32 million who did nothing wrong. Right? They are waiting for a miracle of money to fall out of the sky. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm going to say no, Marty didn't have any other close friends. They were only in on passive. Marty shunned anyone who he said was crazy, who said he was crazy for believing Ash. Right. Chris is so slimy, it makes me want to scrub my skin off. Right. No, I don't like it. So then Chris says, I have nothing to do with any of that. I still pray every day for your family. Why is he not in jail, buddy? Because he is clean. Your dad even knew that. It was a civil case. It was a civil case, Chris. And he could still end up in jail if you guys keep breaking the SEC final judgment. Because they might do a criminal trial next time. That's kind of what happens. This is where Chris shows how stupid he is. He'll deflect the SEC final judgment. That's right. There are lots of criminals not in jail. I know. I hate it when people are like, well, he's not in jail, so he's innocent. I'm like, do you know how many times a guy has raped a woman and then walked out of the courtroom not guilty? Do you know how many times a murderer has gone free not guilty? Like, what do you mean he's not in jail, so he's innocent? Like, that doesn't mean anything. That's not the end all to be all, as you know, since you're locked down Nev. I so wish the SEC had deposed Chris first instead of Morlock, right? Too many times, exactly. So that's never a thing to me. Like when someone's like, well, they're not in jail, I'm like, and your point is... Listen, I've broken the law a few times. I used to be an addict in my early 20s. Never been to jail. Does that mean that everything I did was great? No. I still committed a crime. Like, what do you mean? I never got caught with drugs. All right? I never got caught with dealing a drug to my friend. But I still did it, and it was still criminal and illegal. And it was a bad thing for me to do in my early 20s. And when I got sober, I had to, come to terms with all the bad things that I had done. But I never went to jail for any of them, but they were still bad, It's like, dude, you can go to jail for that. So maybe it's still bad, So this ends with Zach just laughing at him. Just like, wow, dude, fuck you. So I don't know what the fuck that was, Chris. I don't know what the hell that was. But that was just a disgusting conversation. He made it very clear what he was looking for to be able to move on. And if you actually did care about him moving on and letting his dad rest, as you say, then I don't know why you wouldn't have just been like, you know what, you're right. It was a really shitty thing that happened with the company and your dad. I'm really sorry that I wasn't there for him in those last moments. Because, if I were you, I'd be feeling bad about that. So I don't really understand not having any empathy for it. And, just apologize to him. I don't understand. What's the big deal? And then he would be able to move on. That's all he really wants is acknowledgement, right? But I can just see Marty just looking at them down from heaven, just like, what the fuck, dude? The fuck, Chris? So rest in peace, Marty DeGarmo. I'm sorry that your best friend was a shitface. But at least you got a good son. So there's that. So that is what Chris said. And that is what I wanted to show you here today, because I think it really does show his character in full. You know, if you needed anything else to show his character in full. Now we just need a little
came to me, kissed me on my forehead, hand fed me. And this is what I get 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, from everybody I knew, so-called leaders.
Right. Rest in peace, Marty. You can also get a community-based sentence where you're not in jail, but you are still sentenced. Exactly. Yes, you can get an ankle bracelet on, right? Like Chris Delgado. Like drug diversion programs or community service. That too. Right. Exactly. So I feel like I've done a lot of reading in this episode. So that's all I've got for you guys today. It went a little bit longer than I had planned, unfortunately, but, you know, I thought that all of this was very important to share with all of you, especially because there will not be a FriYAY next week, because it is the last couple of weeks of summer, and I'm going to be super duper busy. My daughter is going into junior high this year, and we're going around getting busy. I'm still getting the house ready and everything for my husband to go into surgery. We're hoping it happens when she's back in school. You know, I'm kind of, that would be better for me, honestly. Then I'm not taking care of two people all day, you know, like, I hope he doesn't get the call, because this is one of those things where we'll get a call like the day before and they're like, all right, you're coming in for surgery tomorrow at 5 a.m. kind of thing. So it sucks. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And I'm not going to be able to be here. We have plans for the next week. So I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing couple weeks. I will see you the FriYAY after. You need to let AI read long text like Danny. No, I don't. Someone take my place for the chorus. All right, they will. Have a good weekend, everyone. Everything is great, Mr. Level. You can message me whenever you're free and we'll have a catch up. So I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your weekend. I am working on a bunch of things behind the scenes, and I might pop on tomorrow for a little bit. Just a short quickie, just for fun, you know, just to celebrate the anniversary. But I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing, amazing weekend. Make sure you also practice self-care Saturday tomorrow. It's very important that you make sure to take good care of yourself and your mentals, especially if you are watching my channel. I just like to remind you to do that. It can get pretty dark around here sometimes, even though, you know, we try to lighten it up here on Fridays. The rest of the time, it can be pretty dark. And I am working on more guru deep dives, so that will be coming. So lots of self-care needed. I love all of your faces, and I will for sure see you for MLM Monday. Alrighty, everyone. Bye! Finish the winning!
My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
We are. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call.
Hey, hey, hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or
inspired, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 Minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about the election. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want. Only Reverend Jim Jones. Okay? Let's go to Guyana. All right, no joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy experiences. My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do in my own YouTube. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Mufareh.
Stop going there.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
I'm never going away.
My name's Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.